Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Oxygen Not Included playthrough with me, your host, Luckymarine, where we're just starting the day. No, we're not. We're in the middle of the night. But that'll give us a chance to talk about what I've planned. Got all this ready to dig out. I think this space needs to be opened up, as does this space up here. I'm going to dig into the cold biome. Having a little bit of a research around on the tinterwebs, and piping hot water into your colony apparently is not the best idea. So we're going to use the cold biome to cool this hot water. May even try to use the anti-entropy thermonullifier if I can get it to work. So we're going to dig out of this anyway. We'll grab a Wheezewort, which will be good. We'll continue down here. Hopefully there's there's a few more Wheezeworts down here, if we can get to it. We do have to avoid a little bit of slime lung around here. I think I've just... Zero surface germs. Yeah, I want at least a tile between us and the slime lung, because that's terrible. So yeah. What else? What else? Going to dig into this chlorine, and I'm going to put a ration box down here. We are getting a little low on calories, and we have had a lot of food that's just rotted away that we were feeding to this hatch that's up here. That reminds me, I need the storage compactor up here. We're not going to feed our hatch the rotting food anymore, because the conversion rate for rotting food into coal isn't that brilliant. So we'll feed him on dirt. Yeah, I think you only use dirt in your planter boxes. Once you've finished with your planter boxes, there's no need for dirt anymore. So we've got 72 tons worth of dirt to get through. So we'll feed this hatch up dirt. I mean, in the research, there is a point where we can trap and release animals. Where is it? It's down here somewhere. It's somewhere. It is somewhere. I know what it looks like as well. Where is it? Here. There it is. Animal control. Yeah. So you need plastics in order to make this work. So there's no point rushing straight to it. We do need other things in place before we do that. But that way we can grab all our hatches, we'll put them all in one place, probably to feed on something like fertilizer that's coming out of natural gas generators, maybe? I don't know, something like that. We'll see how we get on. Oh, I need to rename one of my dudes as well. Somebody requested a name, and yeah, if we've got dupes. Gosman. I think that's a woman. I think these are two women with that little eyelashy things, and this is a man. But I don't know. But you can be called Boom. I think it's Boom the Mech. Boom the Mech. I'll just end up calling him Boom for short, and that will do. Is that gonna save if I come out of here? It did not. Okay, I'm learning new things. Yeah, I am. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. It's there. It's done. So if I come out of there and there. There we are. Boom, Mike. If you want your name in here and there's spare dupes, then I'll put your name in the game. It's first come, first served. Struggle a little bit with power. I'm also debating whether to actually have this carbon skimmer running. I might move it outside of this room. I'm going to have to room this up as well. Yeah, and close this room. This is all temporary. All of this here is just temporary. Whilst we get up and running, whilst we get established, we'll have a manual airlock flipped just into into here. We'll have ladders. So this will fill with carbon dioxide. I don't want my scrubber on all the time, this skimmer on all the time. I might just knock it off. Because I kind of want this room to have a good layer of carbon dioxide in it. Because I'm going to test out the where is it gone? The ration box in kind of a smattering of chlorine and in carbon dioxide as well. Don't need you on, so let's disable you, and let's disable you, because all of this is only wired up to 1. And we've added redundancies in here. So I've got 3 transformers. 1 for this side, 1 for kind of the middle, and there'll be 1 for whatever we build over here. But we might move on to other power resources and techniques well before needing this. But yeah, I mean, if it's in place, then at least it's there. We'll also deconstruct, not all, just the building. Here and here. On a sideways door here, kind of a hatch, so that they can open up, walk down here to maybe a food ration box, just there. I do have a lot lined up, a lot of digging, a lot of building work to do. And let's go speed 3 because I don't know why we're not. And let's also fully enclose you. Don't want a door in the bottom here. Yeah, not really. Brought you down to 20%. So they'll only... I need some more batteries in here as well. They'll only come and refill the coal generator when the batteries get to about 20%. So we're going to be saving a little bit of coal there. It's a bit inefficient if you have it. I think it's usually set at about 50%. And it can be quite inefficient. Let's get a couple of batteries. Now the batteries. Do you want them? Let's have a look. From the generator to the power transformer. Do you want the batteries in the system after the transformer but before the appliance? Or do you want a direct feed? I'd be generating into batteries. No, you'd overcharge your batteries, wouldn't you? I don't know who I'm asking. In my mind, you want your batteries on this system after the power transformer, because the power in the battery needs to be usable power. This needs to be usable power. Therefore, it's got to be at this rate, this wattage, this amperage, this, yeah. I know they're 2 different things. So I'd say if we put, we'll start off with 2 batteries. I just want a system that is going to work overnight. Actually, I don't need it to work overnight. Oh my word. I'm getting very confused. It doesn't need to work overnight because we're not going to have this wheel anymore. So it just needs to hold a decent amount of charge. I don't know, we're on coal generation now, aren't we? Now let's just go with 1. Let's cancel that build. So we'll just have 1 battery. And we've got line put in if we need a second or a third, but I don't want to be putting too many batteries in the system. Also, we'll drop your rating down to a 5, and we'll push your rating, once you're built, up to a 10. So this this ration box will fill up first, and it will be preserved. All the food in here. How can you do that through a wall? I don't know. All the food that is stored in this ration box should be preserved. And let's have that built at priority 9 as well. All edible. Yep. Now I'll set the priority on it. So any food that we produce, anything edible essentially, now goes into the box, which is bathed in carbon dioxide. So anything put in this box will not rot. And this can be the overflow. Do we have no ration box? I mean, I'm going to have one down here. There we go. Sterile atmosphere. See that? Yeah. Under unrefrigerated, it says sterile atmosphere. So, oh, it says it here. Microbe destroying conditions are preventing this food from decaying. So it's preservation of food. Like drying or salting it or pickling it. Made a mess. Who made a mess where? Is that because I put too many things at priority 9? Yep. Too many things at priority 9. It's alright. We'll get that mopped up. Okay, you'll mop up your own mess. Made a mess too. Ah, why have I got... Why do I have so many people making messes? Well, this is priority. Are you empty now? You are empty. You are at priority 9, but you have been built. So there's no more priority 9s knocking about. So no more mess should be a thing. We'll just sweep this up as and when we can. Why is there nobody here? Insufficient resources and the generator is idle. Why don't you get off that wheel? Yeah, get off that wheel. Disable you for now. Let's put you up to about a 7. Get off the wheel. My word. Eating and suffocating at the same time. Yeah, that's brilliant. So what did we achieve at that day? Not much. Oh, we got you built. Let's have convertible soil, dirt, just dirt in there. And once you're built, we'll just have dirt in you as well. Don't know what resources you just ate. Might have been a mealwood seed. Better not have been a meal lice. What are you down to? 10 tons of sandstone. Yeah, there's plenty there. I also want to come down here, cut through to this hatch, just to offer him a little bit more. Well, probably dirt. I just wanted to keep them alive until I can transplant them to other places. Building entombment. Oh no, what is this? Oh, it's, yeah, fair enough. Let's get that dugout then. Blocking access to our fresh water. Let's also get some research going. And I've got a lot of building work and digging work lined up. However, let's continue the research. Rock granulator. What do we need next? Improved plumbing is always a good thing. insulated tile, if we're going to be trying to target heat ingress, then insulated tile, especially when we start getting down here, I think insulated tile is going to be needed to keep the cold in as much as anything else. How are you getting on? Yeah, looks alright. So we're into the chlorine here. It's unbreathable, but they're fine with it. And I'm going to put another ration box down here. I'm going to test out what chlorine does to it. Carbon dioxide, I can see being a sterile atmosphere. However, chlorine plus food shouldn't mix. Not really. Not unless it's like tiny amounts of it. What's going on here? What sort of heat are we generating in here? Not much. I'd have expected a little bit more to be going on in this room in terms of heat. Where are you? Let's have you filled with dirt as well. And we're getting our power lines sorted. Means we can get rid of deconstruct power wires. I didn't like seeing the power wires going through this door. So that'll do. Yeah, I didn't like seeing this. So we won't see it anymore. Made a mess. Who is making a mess? Why? What's going on with the toilets? Not pumping. This is why. Why are you not pipe blocked? Why is the pipe blocked? What's going on? Pipe blocked with what? This is why you don't willy-nilly destroy things. Destroy granite, yep. Destroy buildings. Oh well, let's get that mopped up as well. At least I know what happened. It's probably the reason why they were doing it before. It wasn't because I'd got things marked up at priority 9. It was because they just didn't have a toilet to use. Yeah, I do need that at priority 9 though. That needs to happen immediately. So straight boom, straight in the toilet. It's like I've been busting for a poo for ages. I think we can set direction left, set direction right. So they only wash their hands when they're going out. I was meant to do that last episode. Also, what you're busying yourselves up with. Getting rid of stress? Yeah, I can imagine there's quite a lot of stress going about now. I will allow that. Continuing. Do we put another battery down here? We've already got one here. However, it's in the living space. And it's a source of heat. I'd rather get it out of there. If I can. Take the little battery out. Put another big battery down here. Get rid of you as well. I think we need the manual generator. Although it's always good to have kind of brake seal in case of emergency kind of scenario. But if we can live off coal for a while, let's just swap your settings into that. And as soon as this carbon skimmer comes online, it's going to be delivering more poopy water into this system. I don't think I want that to happen just yet. Might turn it off. In fact, from our carbon skimmer, looking long term, we want to be maybe skimming carbon, producing polluted water, then taking that polluted water to the fertilizer makers, I think. It's what to do and where to put things, knowing that things are going to change. Okay, yeah, you're not pumping because there's nowhere to pump all of this to. How are we getting on down here? I didn't realise this hot water would cut through coal quite as effectively as it has been doing. But oh well. Plenty of space for the steam geyser to deposit its fluidy goodness. Can we not get this built? Let's have you up at 7. It's quite a lot of carbon dioxide down there. If it gets to the point where it's spilling out and over and into the base, then we'll turn the skimmer on. But till then, I'm alright with this room just filling with carbon dioxide. Let's also... let's blast this with dirt. We need our hatch to continue living. Therefore, we need to give him things to eat. So we'll do this. I don't think I showed you what I did over here. But essentially filled one of the storage compactors with sandstone and then deconstructed it. And then had nowhere else to put dirt, to put sandstone. Actually, no, I think I just blocked it off. I'm not going to be able to do it here. How much have you got? About 8.5 tons worth. Yeah, that's alright. No, we'll fill that up. We'll fill this up with dirt as well. We'll set them both at priority 9s till they're both ram-packed. And get rid of them. A little bit of chlorine down here. That's alright. Everyone likes chlorine. Which means... is chlorine being generated around here? Can't see any bleach stone. There is a little bit of polluted water there. I would like to get that mopped up. No, it's the... is that the bottles? Or is... does it mop? Can I mop? No. So it is the bottles producing polluted water. Polluted oxygen, even. So you get these 2 bins filled up today as quickly as possible. Make sure that the hatches don't die. Well, we've got a lot of dirt. Well, we're going to use 40 tons worth. And the only places we ever use dirt is in the building planter boxes. And we already have all the planter boxes that we need. 24 mil ice. The majority of them are down here. And they're never going to spoil. How's that? Nice? Nope, didn't like it. Why did you not like it? For reasons unknown. Okay. Right, we'll make sure that they're both full before deconstructing them. Otherwise they'll just go grab dirt out of this one and put up here. You done as well? Also, it clears some space in other compactors. In fact, other compactors, cultivatable soil, dirt. Let's unselect you. Let's have all seeds. Fertilizer, yeah, you can have fertilizer in there. It doesn't produce anything horrific. Rock pile, no. Polluted dirt, no. Yeah. Copy your settings onto everything. It should drop all the dirt that's been stored in them. Nope. And you lot as well. That'll do. So 20 tons of dirt on the floor there for the hatch. We've got 20 tons of dirt here for the hatch. And as and when this guy eats his way through another 10 tons worth of sandstone, we'll give him 20 tons worth of dirt as well. That should keep us going for a while. We have battery here. What kind of temperatures are you? About 30 degrees in here. We're broken through into the ice biome yet? Nope, not even close. Well, there's a lot lined up. Well, we do need the copper. Oh, you've been built. Good. I think that was a toilet. Yep. You can tell when they've been to the toilet. Like a little bit. And then, I don't know what this big lump is. One can only assume what it is. And that is the end of that day. Let's have a little look at the report for yesterday. Generated 130, removed 149. How is our oxygen overlay? It's alright in places where they live, which I am fine with. We might have to look, now that our base is getting a little bit bigger, we could do with probably maybe locking off certain areas with doors. Maybe here, here, just isolate this area so it's not getting oxygen because it doesn't need it. This stuff down here doesn't really need it. What else? Power usage. Yeah, we're making plenty of power. Power wasted. Yeah. Calorie generation. It's good. It's going up. Stresses are going down. Yeah, good. Next, I want a little bit more decor about the place. Let's try and bring this stress down naturally just as they're walking around, instead of having them use a massage table. Because they're not doing anything when they're using the massage table. So it's not efficient. A little bit more coal into the generator. Brilliant. A little bit more. How are we down here? Still a layer of oxygen there. I think every time this door opens, it traps a little bit more oxygen in here. And it's just providing enough of a cushion to keep the carbon dioxide down. Where are you all? We're all digging this? Making a door? Good. I don't know why I've made a door here. There was a reason for it. I think it was to try and keep this heat in here. Because this is hot water, so this is going to be quite hot. I want to separate the heat here from our base. Because the hot gas it'll just circulate and we'll die of... Well, not die. The colony will die of too much heat. Let's have ration box just there. I think that's still in... Nope, carbon dioxide. So is chlorine... Wait, open that door. Is chlorine lighter than carbon dioxide then? Because the carbon dioxide is rushed into the bottom here. No point testing out in chlorine if there's no chlorine down here, is that? Oh, well, fleeing from what? No, no, run. Run as fast as you can up here. May. Move to here. And another attunement. Yeah, that's fine. So we've got another hatch. So 1, 2. Where's the one up here come? Did he drop down this hole? If I dropped down the hole. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've still got 4. So what is down here? It's just carbon dioxide. All the chlorine has kind of shifted above it. Well, what else is down here? Is that another bit of building? It is. Wonder what we're going to find there. You're starting to melt. Why is that? No reason really. Still quite cold. Also, I would like access to thimble reeds. With thimble reeds you can make clothing and such. Lots of things to do, such little time. And you might as well take that as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any more knocking about? That we can see whilst it's night time, whilst they're up and active? I don't think so. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be it for this episode. A little bit of a longer one there, but just getting things done, really. A little bit of experimentation that didn't really become an experiment because the chlorine vanished. We'll probably try that again somewhere over here, where we've got the chlorine geyser, whichever you like. There's the germs over here. There is a little bit. Slime lung in the igneous rock. And in the iron ore. Okay, well, we'll be wary of that. And we might create a chlorine storage area. I don't know, something over here. It'll be good. Anyway, from me, Ma, Boom the Mech, and me, it's good night or good morning, and we'll see you next time. Till then, do take care.